known for a long time. I'm a very dark man. I've had a dark side. One that gets me in a lot of trouble. One that gets me a lot of enemies. Something I learned a long time ago. It's not something I apologize for. I've seen a lot of people explain the HKS, and well, I don't know. I feel I needed to give you my own Wikipedia with a little some side notes, footnotes, cliff notes, and some commentary. See, a long time ago, not too long, but long enough for me to say long, there was an HKS. At the forefront was a man named Big Ticket, who was the standard bearer, the world heavyweight champion, the authority fucker, uh, our point man, shall we say. T5, the New Orleans Nightmare, the talker, the man behind, well, a lot of the legend. He was the mouthpiece, as you would call him, which annoys me. He was a spokesman for us. He was the backbone, the voice. A man with more talent than no, a lot of you could even imagine. T Plush, Tony Gumbo, the up and comer, the future, if you will. Man who I only knew sporadically, but got to know a lot more as years went on. One day I got a phone call that said, "Hey, why don't you come back home? Your family needs you. Why don't you come back home? You spent all this. You spent those years, the lost years with what's her name, and why don't you come back home? You're out there. You're feeling miserable. You're doing other things. Why don't you come back home?" So I came back home, and VenomX was back in the Hollywood Kill Squad. See, that's a personal asset of history. And people want to tell you what we are, what we do, who we are, blah, blah, blah. I mean, someone said we ain't seen Ticket in a long time. Yeah, you probably would if a bunch of fucking idiots with masks and candles and shit didn't come in and fuck up a lot of things. You know, probably about a year and a half ago, maybe a little less, but who's counting? Um, Gumbo, yeah, he got hurt. It's wrestling. People get hurt. Fucking Snuffy and Uffy fucking hurt him. He came back. Nobody noticed, but they kept saying he was hurt, which I never understood. But hey, understanding fucking idiots is not my job. My job is wrestling. My job is kicking ass. And right now, me and T5's job is defending the IWGP Tag Team Championship. You know, the one you guys got butthurt about because we got invited and nobody from RGW didn't. It was an invite for the best tag team. And wow, much like the Crockett Cup years ago when they seeded the Road Warriors first, the champs got looked over. Who knew? You know, I don't know what the fuck is going on in the brawl. I have no fucking clue. We show up with our bus. We show up to kick some fucking ass and take some name and put some ass in the seats. And believe me, we put a fucking ass. every 18 fucking inches every time we come out there. But no, you got fucking, I don't know, a bunch of fucking birds trying to fuck a bowling ball out there or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. I don't have time for shenanigans. I don't have fucking time for nonsense. I'm a man that's really, really fucking close to losing his shit. I'm in a bad fucking way. So I'm gonna make this abundantly clear, which I don't know if I can. Wait, I don't want any problems with audio or video. To all the, let's use that word again, shenanigans going on in the brawl. Your disappearing world champion. Your shit talking fucking tag team champions that I haven't seen in a fucking ring since fucking two presidents ago. Uh, I don't know. I'm here to kick some fucking ass. I don't give a fuck whose it is. At this point, T's by my side. Ticket's doing his thing. Gumbo's doing his thing. But see, we're still together. We're not like a bunch of fucking idiots. They get together for a little while, and then this guy don't like this guy, and this guy don't like this guy, and they turn on each other, and they have a fucking slap fight. You know, like Kings and Pain and the other one. You know, it's a slap fight time. I'm here to fucking fight. The problem is, I, when I get knocked down, with my teeth knocked out, bleeding like a motherfucker, I get back up. You can't stop the HKS. You can't knock us down. So, beings were not in the boardroom and don't know what's going on. You know what? Surprise me for once. Do something different. Book the boys in a match and let them fucking fight. Because I'll take this fucking boot and I'll shove it right up somebody's fucking ass. Because that's what I do. And that's what T5 does. And that's what Ticket does. And that's what Gumbo does. The HK motherfucking S who has been kicking motherfucking ass since day one in this fucking place. Before you motherfuckers could even spell RGW, and some of you still can't without help from the boy next to you. We have been in charge. But yet, you got a fucking problem with us. Guess what? I don't fucking care. Goes in my bag with the rest of my resume. But right now, this ain't about what happened in the past. It's about what's going to happen now. I got fucking issues. T5 knows what happens when I got issues. Ticket knows what happens when I got issues. Gumbo knows what happens when I got issues. Other people in this fucking organization know what happens when I got issues. Don't let me find you when I have issues. Leaders of pay-per-view coming up. I'm showing up. T5's showing up. The HKS will be there in full force. What happens after that is up to you. Because I'm really not in the mood for bullshit. guess what, boys? We're showing up, and we're going to see what happens. And I ain't got no cool tagline to end this promo with. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to shove this somewhere, and my boot's going to follow. Welcome to the old VenomX, to the man that don't give a fuck about almost anybody except his family. I await something, a match or incarceration. Either way, I'm dice.